bring together a group of remarkable people.
To see if we could become something more.
So when they needed us, we could fight the battles
that they never could.
In time, you will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, yet to fail all the same. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny still arrives.
Evacuate the city. Engage all defenses. And get this man a shield.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe. But this does put a smile on my face.
G'day and welcome, mate, to Thfc Till I Die, your home of Tottenham past, present, and a very exciting future under the man himself, Mr. Ange, Nick Fury, Postecoglou. That intro gets me every time. It's like I want to go now and watch a Marvel and Avengers film. It just feels like Carl Simpson's Captain America, I am Iron Man, Philip is, I don't know, Thor, Dave Harris is the Hulk. I don't know who'd be Black Widow, but maybe Tequila could be Black Widow. You don't know, but we'll ask him if he comes in the chat. But yeah, it gets me every time, that intro. I love that. It's a combination of two my things I love them. I do love Marvel films and Tottenham Hotspur. What a combination. And how are we all this afternoon? Are we all getting ready for West Ham tomorrow to go and burst some bubbles? Hope so. And it's also a busy week, guys, of Premier League football as well. So today we're going to go a bit of news through Tottenham, a little bit of transfer speculation as well. And all that's starting to kick off soon. And you know you're going to get the transfer news here first and fastest on THFC Till I Die. We will bring you the breaking news as soon as we get it. As soon as it comes through our pass under our hands, we will bring it to you first and fastest, as always, as this is the number one 4 o'clock show around. And then we're going to go over the Premier League and we see matches coming up today, tomorrow, and Thursday, because all the matches are on Amazon Prime. But if you are in Ireland, all the matches will be on Premier Sports as well. So don't worry, guys. If you can't afford Amazon Prime, I think there's a 7-day trial. I think you can do 7-day trial with that, and also you've got Premier Sports. But watch it here as we're covering 3 Premier League matches this week. We're going to cover with Bobby tonight, Luton against Arsenal. Yes, you're saying, Dermatron, why are you going on to an Arsenal game? Dermot, are you absolutely off your pedal? Are you delusional? Have you lost all senses? I'm going on there, guys, right, to support Luton. And just really throw the crack at Bobby. Just try to put him off his game. He doesn't know. He thinks I'm going on to be balanced. I ain't going to be balanced. I'm going on there to support Luton. So come and join me tonight at £5 that kicks off. Tomorrow we're going to do Manchester United against Chelsea. As Colin isn't well, so I said I would cover the Man United game for him. And then on Thursday, we have, of course, the big one, the big game of the whole Premier League fixture list. It's the massive one. It's the North West London derby. It's Tottenham against Barney the Dinosaurs, Bobby blowing babies, as men that are in their 60s love blowing their bubbles. Seriously, do you think they would learn a little bit of common sense by now? In their 60s, still jumping around, blowing bubbles. As us Spurs fans are there with their little pins, just popping them, as we school Mall goes against them. And of course, coming up, we've got my pre-match game thoughts coming up. We've got the history between Tottenham and West Ham and a few other bits and pre-records over the next few days as well. But let's see who's in the chat, shall we? Let's see in there. We've got Carl Simpson. Big up, Mr. Simpson. Hope you're doing well. So he said, man, this intro gets me every time. Off to find my sword and shield and war paint. Yes, as King Chachala says in there, get that man a shield. Get Carl a shield. And also we've got El Tel Cockerell. Big up El Tel Cockerell. Hope you're doing well. It says afternoon, Dermot. Afternoon, sir. Hope you're doing all right. Right, where are we starting, guys? We're going to start with some Tottenham news. And I tell you where we're going to start. We're going to start on one of my favourite players. A player who I admire. A player who I think has been hard done by some of the fan base. And I know me and Mia have our disagreements over him as well. And big up to Chris as well as coming. Big up, everyone. Hope you're all well. Big up, Chris, sir. Hope you're feeling better. And you are getting there. And it's my mate. It's Højbjerg. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, unwanted Tottenham role, Hans Ange Postecoglou, ultimate game changer. Now, I want to put it out there. Højbjerg had a great second half in that game last night. Absolutely brilliant. He came on, he changed the game for Tottenham. Now, I understand all this debate out there. Me and Mia have many debates on this. And we got back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. And I always will back my man. I will back the Danish destroyer. That's what he is. He comes in, he does a job. He's not everyone's cup of tea. I get that. But he does a job for you. And the way he came on against Man City changed the game for us in the second half. Even Ange said that Højbjerg had a great game. And majority of them players in the second half had a great game. But Højbjerg, for me, is my man. And I think he should start against ahead of Basuma. I honestly do that. Let me know in the chat what you think. Let me know if you agree, disagree, or whatever. But I think with Basuma losing confidence, I think you need to take him out of the situation, put him on the bench and bring him on and gain his confidence back again. I think you start Højbjerg and we start Højbjerg, and I think I've got my predicted lineup already done. And look, we'll have to see where we go with it, but I think Højbjerg deserves to start on Thursday. And it says Højbjerg once again had a big part to play as Tottenham registered a much-needed point away to Man City on Sunday evening, a regular in the Spurs starting 11 the previous 3 years. Now, he was a regular for the past 3 years because he was better than what we had playing. So I can't believe that most people in the fan base loved him then, but now they're criticising them. And to be fair to Mia, she's been very consistent with her thoughts on Højbjerg. And look, I respect them very much. But for me, I think Højbjerg is going to be a good squad player, and he's a man there to protect you. And I said he came on Sunday and he changed the game for us in that midfield. And fair play to him. He did well. So, look, for me, Højbjerg to start on Thursday. Let me know if you agree, disagree. And when I do bring out my predicted lineup pre-record, let us know what you think of that too. Now, we've got a few bits of transfer latest. Bit of speculation here. We're going to start now. Tottenham patient to sign player has paid off. Now available for 50 million, less than in the summer. Now, this has been reported by Danielle Longo. Has reported that Ling can go to Spurs in the transfer window, and contracts are already in progress, and they are going for a while now. But Newcastle United are also keeping the tabs on the player. It has been stated that Juve would like a permanent sale. They would not like a loan exit in January. That is a good option for us as well. And also, looking for where is it now? Where have I put it now? that Tottenham, if Tottenham having Tottenham offering around 10 million, they should get their man. And both Sonero and Postecoglou has found themselves rather short and the serious injuries and suspensions. And of course, that man is, if I can find it, where did I put it? It's a Galatasaray player. That's who we're after as well. And I don't think I've put it in there. But anyway, we're after the Galatasaray player. Forget his name off the top of my head. I will get it for you for tomorrow, guys. But he's now worth around 10 million. We can get him in January. That would be brilliant. And of course, here we go. Tottenham in contract for Juventus, Samuel Ing Jr. And that's who Tottenham are in talks with as well. So let's see what the people are saying in the chat here. We've got Carl. We've got Colin. Afternoon, you deluded Spurs fan. That I love. Yeah, look, I am deluded. All right. I'll admit I'm deluded. Okay. I am a Spurs fan that, says it how I feel, says it, say how I think, and really we just go with it. And, we're in a better position where you lot are, Man United, which I have got news on that as well, by the way, guys. And I'll give you that now, why Column is, when I'm reading Column's comment, if I can find it. It was sent to me earlier. Now, this has come out of Old Trafford now. This is shocking for me, but this really shows where Man United are. And this proves where we were 2 or 3 seasons ago. And it says 50% of the Manchester United squad have said they have lost confidence in Erik ten Hag. A member of the squad has leaked this information out. They have said the way he manages the club seems strict and robotic, and the players also feel that the training they're having to do is too hard and they are doing too much running. Now, where have we heard that before, guys? Where have we heard that before? Oh dear, I'm being paid 300 grand a week, but running around the field is too hard work. Get over yourself, seriously. I actually feel sorry for Ten Hag. Look, Man United, one of the biggest clubs in the world, have been for donkeys of years. And they seem to be falling apart bit by bit. But to hear that, that's where we were 3 seasons ago. Where players under the end of Poch or the Mourinho or Conte or Nuno, the training's too hard. The players don't like the manager. The players don't like the way they're not listening to us. You've been paid feck loads of money to run around the pitch for 90 minutes, over 90 minutes. The least that we expect from you is that you give 100%. The least we expect from you, you go in, you kick a ball around training. So what if you got to run around the pitch? A training field. So bloody what? You've been paid handsomely to do a job that I would, Colin would, Carl would give our eye teeth for. And you're complaining. Oh dear, the training's too hard. Boo-hoo. Get on your feckin' horse and just, if you don't want to play football, retire. I do know what, when I read that out today, it was shocking, absolutely shocking. And it goes on to say that Magic has come out since and stated that his time at Man United players consistently turn up late had an attitude towards training that's more expected of a Sunday league team. I mean, we were like this 3 seasons ago, and Angie's come in and changed the culture of the club around completely. That for me is shocking. I want to know how Colin feels about that, and I know how he feels when he saw this. He said these players are an effing joke. Yeah, and they are. You paid big loads of money every week, and look, you look at Tottenham now. The players want to play. The players would run through a brick wall for Ange. And you look at the Man United players against Newcastle on Saturday, and they didn't give a toss. And you feel sorry. You feel sorry for the fans that pay money. And this is the thing about all football clubs as well, including Tottenham. Even when we were through our dark times, fans still paid money to go and watch them home and away. And then players cannot put an effort in for 105, 110 minutes. Or whatever, how long the game is. It's not about turning up. It's about putting effort in, showing the crowd, showing the fans you care. You care about the shirt. You care about the club's name. You care about what the club's about. And we at Tottenham didn't do that for years until Ange came in. And suddenly the culture change in Tottenham has been immense. We're not there yet. There's still a long way to go. We've still got more players to get out and bring newer players in. But from last season, it's a much, much, much improved. You look at United, they're back like we were under Mourinho. It is shocking. And this makes the point. You can blame players all you want. You can blame managers all you want. You can blame wherever all you want. And you look at the players that go onto that pitch, and we had the same argument within our own fan base. That it's the manager's fault. It's not. It's the players' fault. They're the ones going out to that pitch. They're the ones that should be putting in the effort. The manager trains the players, gives them the tactics. You go out to that pitch, you do exactly what I say. And these Man United players are not doing exactly what Ten Hag wants. And then they're just throwing them under the bus. And then when another manager comes in, you get a bounce. They play brilliantly, probably have one good season. Second season, oh, we don't like the manager. We don't like how he's training us. It's too hard. Well, boo fecking who? You're getting paid 300 grand a week. Get over it. There's people that are working for probably doing longer shifts and longer hours on minimum wage that are struggling to pay their mortgages, and you can go out and buy yourself a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or a 5-bedroom mansion. You don't have to worry about money for the rest of your life. I mean, there's people in the general population that do. So get over yourself. Anyone would give their eye teeth to train to be a professional footballer or train around the pitch, run around the pitch, kick a few balls a couple of hours a day. For Christ's sake, and it really gets my goat. It really does. It makes me angry that these players cannot respect the shirt they're playing for. And it goes with the certain Tottenham players we had in the past. You look at Don Bele. He couldn't give a shit. And he's out there in Galatasaray looking for every kebab shop going or every Burger King going. He couldn't care less. As long as I'm getting my 300 or 400 grand a week. Players have to realise they've got a privileged job. They have a privilege. They're privileged to do what they do. There's players in the lower leagues that don't have to work play from week to week to pay the mortgage. And you're getting to say Rashford, he's getting what, 300 grand a week or 250 grand a week. And he couldn't be bothered to put in a performance in. You look at Eric Dyer and the mistakes he's made. You look at Don Bele when he played for us, couldn't be bothered to put a performance in. And this is why I love Højbjerg so much, because even when we were playing crap, he was one of the few that actually put an effort in, that actually would give 110% for that shirt. He would run around that pitch like a headless chicken, getting tackles in, trying to protect the ball. And he wouldn't get everything right, but at least he tried, and I respect him for trying. And look, for the likes of Colum and Man United fans, I don't get it. I don't get how you guys are coping with this, because we didn't stand for it when it was us. And you keep blaming managers and managers and managers. It's a reverberant cycle. You've got to blame the players that are out on that pitch. They're the ones that cross the white line. They're the ones that have been sent out there to represent your club, to represent who they're playing for, who you support, who you give your hard-earned money to. And they cannot be bothered to put a performance in. Everyone was saying Tottenham were going to lose to Man City on Sunday. I was probably one of the few that said, no, we're not. We're going to get something out of this game. Because I know Andrew will send out a team, and them players, whoever's been picked, will give 110% for Ange. Them players didn't stop running from minute one to the game finished. They ran to the running themselves into the ground. We never give up. We never stop. We keep going. We keep going until the whistle was blown. I can't say the same for Man United players. And Colin, it hurts me to say that, but I think Man United are in the worst state I've ever seen them in. They're in the worst state now than they were before Fergie took over. At least you were semi-competitive with Ron Atkinson and Tommy Doherty. And you look at United since Fergie left, they've just fell apart. And you can blame the Glazers as well. You can put them into the mix. You can blame the managers, but you blame the players that are bought up on too big a money and they don't care. This is what gets me about Premier League. And with the Premier League signing a new 4-year deal as well for TV rights of around 6.7 billion. I mean, that's going to be more money pumped into the game. More money is pumped in for the richer clubs to get richer and the poorer clubs to get slightly, will they get any of it? They get a little bit of it. Do you know the Scottish League earns €3 million, £3 million from their Sky deal? 3 million for the whole Scottish League. Or I think just for the Scottish Premier League, 3 million. The Premier League gets 6.7 billion. It really isn't a fair balance, Field. It isn't a fair balance. It really isn't. But look, I'm going to go to the chat. You've heard enough of me rambling. Let's see what you guys think, and then we're going to go through the fixture list for the thing. So big up to Colin. Set me on a bit of a rant. Sorry, Colin, but I hope you're doing well, sir. We've got Chris as well. I'm 90%. Are you getting there then? Yeah, 10% more. I want 10% more of you, Chris. Right? I want you to put that 10% effort in to get better. I want to be 100% tomorrow, or you won't get any wages this week. Carl Simpson, Derma, and Hoiby are sitting in the tree. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Very funny, Mr. Simpson. Carl says, I would start both. Hoiby at the deepest, Biss in the middle, and Lacesso in the Madison position. Decky back on the right. Jansen. I think that is the predicted lineup is actually for that. I think Hill's going to be dropped for this game, but I think that's the way. I've done the predicted lineup already, and that's the sort of way I went, Carl. I won't spoil it for you, but I would let you know. We've got Leo Land Lego, big Leo Land Lego, says Coys. Carl is saying Colum is a Man United leak. Ten Hag is not happy with them. LOL. Yeah. to be fair, I complained to the wife. She makes me walk too much. Don't worry, I have leaked it to the papers earlier. United British players are a bunch of babies. They are. And then we've got Colin saying, I give 18 years of my life and dedicated my entire life to footy. Didn't get paid a penny to then be released before a pro contract. I would give my left leg for the opportunity to be where they are. Yeah, so would I. So would anyone. We've got Nathan. Big up Nathan says this channel should be getting more reach. These guys are top. Well, thank you so much. That's very kind of you to say, Nathan. Maybe you can get us out over India. But thank you so much. And please, everyone, hit that like button, hit that subscription button as well. And also pick up your memberships and also send in the super chat as well. It does help you guys. It gets you get your comment, helps you take where you want me to go with the conversation as well. And it also helps me and Philip keep doing what we are doing. And we love doing this. We do. I know I complain sometimes about the work that has to go into it. And you think, oh, here we go. More work today, but deep down, I love doing it. Absolutely love doing this job. Matthew, big up Dermot. Big up Matthew. Hope you're doing as well. We've got Matthew saying, Dermot, NGL, I want Rashford at Tottenham. I think Ange can revive him and he's great. Do you know what? That's not a bad shout, Matthew. That really isn't a bad. I think if anyone can revive Rashford, it would be Ange. I look, I like Rashford. I think there is a decent player in Rashford. I think you get him going, he'd be a great asset to the team. Now, I know Colin will probably come back and say he's useless. We'll have to wait and see. I agree with you. Let me know what you think in the chat, guys. Let me know. Do you agree with Matthew? Do you think Ange can revive Rashford at Tottenham? I think he can. This channel should be getting more. Oh, cheers. Big up, Matt. Read that. And Nathan saying, where are you from, mate? We've got Nathan Pansad Karela, man, India. Well, listen, get us out there in India, Matthew and Nissan. That is your mission. If you choose to accept us, get us out around India. Get THFC till I die going out there. They're your jobs now, sir. We've got Boris Britt thinking Lacelso is going to get to stay at Spurs player, not to be sold in January if he keeps these forms up. Look, Boris, I agree with you. I think now Lacelso is playing in the position where I think Lacelso's always wanted to play. I really do. And I think he's still 2-2 now. And to be fair, I think Lo Celso is a decent player. He's done it for Argentina. For every reason, he's never played well for us. And also, there's also been an attitude problem with him, how he has been towards the staff, towards the players as well. But I think he's recently became a father, and I think that has sort of settled him down a little bit and given him a bit more responsibility to hang on a minute. Maybe I've got to buck up my ideas here a bit. So I think that is one of the reasons for his change. But look, I cannot disagree. He's played well the last 2 games. And if we get this from Lo Celso on a regular basis, on a every game he plays, he'd be a great backup for Maddison. I really do. I really do that. I really think he'd be a great. And then we don't have to buy that backup because we've got it down Lo Celso. I've got Carl. We need to get Dermo and Philip some paid sponsorship. Dermo sponsored by Manscaped. Look, if Manscaped are watching, send us an email. The email is there. We would love to be sponsored by Manscaped. Let's go. Yeah, go on, Carl. I will go on, Carl. You're the sponsorship guru. I leave that in your capable hands, sir. I will leave that in your capable hands. We've got Chris and Sancho and Rashford are the leaks, in my opinion. I think so too. I think it's more Sancho than Rashford, to be fair. Do you know what? I think, and I feel sorry for Sancho. For whatever reason, I don't know if Colin can let me know. I don't know what the argument was between him and Ten Hag, but he certainly has pissed him off to a point where he won't even have him in the team. Whatever the argument's for, look, if your team is struggling, you put your best players in there, you play them. You don't leave them out in the cold. And I think Fergie had that spot on at United. If he found a player was too big for his boots, or he was starting to send starting the bad apple in the dressing room, bit like Ange, you get rid of them. You get them out of doors quickly as you can. So we have to see what happens. But look, I'm really shocked at that. We've got Rashford needs to leave United. Fresh start for both. Yeah, I think so. Would you have him at Tottenham, Carl? Would you have him at Spurs? We've got Nathan. To be honest, Rashford is a very overrated 27-year-old. Ronaldo outscored him even without playing Defoe and Rashford. Yeah, that's true. That is true, Nathan. We've got Boris Brett. Wells Lo Celso has always been under the defensive managers. He knows Ange won't let him throw shit at the staff or at him. No, he won't. And that is the thing. I think Ange may be this fella going out with the Celtic fans, having new pints with the fans and that, but he's very disciplined with his players. He will not let his players, and he set of rules and a set of standards that he won't let any player go below that. And I think that is the right way to. But I agree with you. I agree with you. He has played under defensive managers, and this is why we haven't seen the best of Lo Celso. So maybe this is why we're seeing the best of him now, because we're playing a system where we're on the front foot, we're attacking, and we won't change our ways. And fair play to him. And fair play to him for coming back. 2 goals in 2 games. Do you know, if he can keep this up, I wouldn't sell him. I'd keep him. We've got Matthew. I'm telling you, he will be a revelation for us. Like Salah got kicked out by Chelsea. Then look at what happened to him. Exactly. And I was so shocked that I forgot he played for Chelsea. Him and Kevin De Bruyne as well both played for Chelsea. And look at them now. Look at them now. They're both Man City and Liverpool respectively. They're absolutely pulling up trees and become really probably world-class players. So, you know, and you never know. You never know. Nathan, Matthew, I'm a founder of Kilele Spurs Official Sports Club. We are celebrating our 15th anniversary as an OCE next year. Well, listen, Nathan, congratulations on 15 years as an official sports club. Let us know when it is, and we'll do all we can to help you, Nathan, on Thfc till I die. The same as Kildare as well. We will do all we can to help you along the way. So big up. We've got Chris saying Rashford is all right. He's not great. He's not great players do it consistent. Rashford is all right. He's not great players. They do it consistently. I know what you're getting at. I just think under Ange, you may get something else out of him. Carl said, leave it with me. Big up, Carl. And then Carl says, I would take Rashford. On form, Rashford was Son and Maddison Decky. Yeah, also, that's true. I would too. We've got Sancho, on the other hand, can improve, but Johnson will be much better than Sancho under Ange. Yeah, Johnson, for me, will be a big signing for us. He will flourish under Ange. Ange will get the best out of him. We're seeing glimpses of it. We saw glimpses of it on Sunday. And I feel by the end of this season, definitely next season, you will see Johnson will be a world-class player. He will become a world-class player if he listens to Ange. And then Boris Britt is saying, like Ben Foster did an interview with Madders for Prime Video YouTube channel, and he talks about Ange and how Ange doesn't speak to players to make it seem like he has favourites. And that's Ange. Ange treats everyone the same. Ange will come in and treat everybody the same, and he will say, right, you're all here to impress me. You put it into training on a Monday to Friday or whatever, Monday to Wednesday, wherever the game is, and you show me you want to be in that starting lineup. And then he leaves it to the players. Like the dressing room, the players is their area. And he gives them responsibility. And I think this is why he's getting such a reaction of the players, because they get responsibility, and they're sort of loving the responsibility they're getting off Ange. And then we've got Carl Simpson as well. I love Johnson. He takes on the man. He loves attacking, just what Spurs needs. Yeah, absolutely, Carl. As I said, please hit the like button, hit the subscription button as well. Please pick up the memberships as well, and also send in an odd super chat. Also, it does help the channel grow. The memberships and the super chats and super stickers do help the channel grow. They help me and Philip keep doing what we're doing and what we love doing, which is giving you better content with the proceeds from you guys. And it keeps us going. It keeps us bringing in better content for the watch-alongs, for the post-match, pre-match, even Newsbeat. We're looking to change all of this for early next year and also for next season as well. We're going to change Newsbeat around, make it a bit more sleek and a little bit more stylish for you guys to give you a better viewing. And that is all we want to do. Our aim is to give you, for an hour a day or whatever we're doing our shows, to give you, for that an hour and a half or 2 hours of pure enjoyment and pure relaxation, that you can watch the show and think, wow, all the information I need is here. So that is our aim. So let me take that off there now, guys. And we've got a few more coming in as well. We've got Matthew saying Rashford needs a father figure who can understand him and who is better than Ange. Exactly. I agree with you 100%, Matthew. I really do. And then Boris Britt said, yeah, I think that is why he's changed heavily, considering under the last managers. A perfect example in the Spurs documentary, Joe's let Son and Hugo almost start going into a fight. Yeah, that's the thing. I agree with you on that. Look, on that now, I understand where Hugo is coming from. I do understand where Hugo is coming from on that. But you need discipline within the dressing room. And if it's left to the players, the captain has to organize that dressing room, that everyone is behind the manager. And when you've got a manager that sticks to his principles, that sticks to his philosophy, then players will follow you to the ends of the earth. They will follow Ange to the ends of the earth and back again, because he sticks to his philosophy, he sticks to his principle, and he's got a culture changing at Tottenham that will move us on, will take us to the next level. I'm so confident he will take us to the promised land. He really will. And we've got Nithan as well. Big up, Nithan. Thank you so much. It says Samuel Ling June looks good. Again, Fabio pulling the strings. All of his signings are performing. Big on the ranch, so let's hope for this. And I'll tell you one thing, the Don, as we like to call him, Fabio Paratici, some of the play, we're now playing with a Paratici lineup. And it's letting us, we're seeing the resumptions of it. We're seeing the fruits of Paratici's labours. Not every transfer is going to work. Not every player that comes to the club is going to be a success. Buying a player is 50-50. They're going to work or not work. You're taking a punt on them. But for the majority of the players, Paratici's worked, and Paratici's done a far better job than Hitchen and the rest of them. And fair play to him. And look, and with the scouting network we've got now, and with the director of football we've got in now, I think we can look at a very positive January. And I think we will be getting players in. And I'm going to hopefully start getting some early transfer news in the next couple of weeks, at least before Christmas for you guys. or maybe just after Christmas, we'll start some early transfer news. And hopefully it's good news that Spurs look to bolster for the rest of the season. But big and Nathan, thank you for the super chat. It really does help. And I'm so, so grateful. Me and Philip are both grateful. So thank you so much. As well, we've got Matthew saying W Nithan Pitsard, and we've got Boris Britt saying the thing I'm hating as someone who plays a goalkeeper a lot, I never want to play a captain since I already had enough focus on rather than trying to argue with up front. So, yeah, I get what you're meaning. Look, I think what you're trying to say is that goalkeepers should never be captains, and I agree with you. They should be in the middle of the park or a central defender. They can see around them. A striker or winger or a goalkeeper should never be captain, in my opinion. Never in a million years. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, let us go through the weekends. Look, we've got a massive Premier League program over the next 3 days. And of course, tonight we have Tuesday, the 5th of December. This is match week 15. And of course, we kick off, of course, Wolves versus Burnley tonight. Half 7 kickoff at the Molineux. As you can see so far, they've only played 10 times and 3 draws over that. Total wins, three for Wolves, 2 home, 1 away, and the same for Burnley as well. This season, Wolves are in 13th place with 4 wins and 7 defeats. Burnley, of course, 19 in the relegation zone with only 2 wins and got a good win at the weekend as well. A 5-0 win over Sheffield United, which led to Hicklebottom being sacked and then really important, Chris Wilder as well, back as their manager. So, look, for me, I'm actually going to go for a Wolves win here. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat what you think. So I'm going for a Wolves win here. Then, of course, at Kenilworth Road tonight at 8:15, a game you can see live here on Thfc Till I Die with conjunction of the Full-Time Sports Network and the Armory TV. Luton against Arsenal. And don't worry, guys. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. What is Dermotron going on to do an Arsenal game? Has he flipped? Has he now gone over to the dark side? I'm going there and give me a mission. It's a Dermotron. If you accept this mission, mate, will you go on to there and big up Luton, mate? That's what he said to me. So I'm accepting the mission for Marge. Agent Tottenham Hotspur, 006.5, going in tonight to do a job to support Luton, little Luton, see can they beat Arsenal. Can they beat Arsenal? Please, if the football gods are anywhere kind, it's my young lad's birthday today. Give him a big birthday present of Luton beating Arsenal. Though he doesn't like football. He doesn't watch football. He hears me talk. He hears me knocking about it quite a lot. But please, just Luton. Please, just do us a favour tonight. Give us Spurs fans something to cherish. Please, Luton beat Arsenal. And I'll be on there tonight, me and Bobby. I know Brian Maguire, not you lads like Bobby. He's a very fair-minded fan, actually, Arsenal fan, to be fair to him. I'll call him as well. But yeah, I'm going on tonight to represent Tottenham fans as a Luton fan tonight. Luton 2-1. Come on. We can do it, Luton. Come on. Little Luton. Not a lot really happens in Luton, to be fair. Yeah. Not a lot, and I can't think anything important happens in Luton. But I'm Luton. Yeah, they got an airport. That's about it. But I'm supporting Luton tonight. Come on, Luton. We can beat them Arsenals. And of course, tomorrow night on the 6th of December, we got, of course, it kicks off at 7:30 with Brighton versus Brentford. Look, 7:30 at the Amex Stadium. Brentford 8th now, 6 wins out of 8 games. Brentford 5 wins. They're in 11th position. So look. Very tight game. I'm going for a draw here. So I'm going for a 1-1 draw here. We've got Crystal Palace against Bournemouth. Look, I think this will be an easy Palace win for myself. They're at 6, of course. It's a 7:30 kickoff at Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace 12th in the Premier League. Bournemouth 16th. Only 3 wins out of 16 all season. Only 4 wins for Palace. Do you know, can they do it? I think a Palace win here. I think Palace are very good at home, so I'm going for a Palace win here. We've got Fulham against Forest, of course, at Craven Cottage at 7:30. 14th in the league for Fulham, 15th in the league for Forest. Forest have never beaten Fulham in the Premier League. Never. So, look, for me, I'm going for a Forest win here. I'm going for Forest to beat Fulham for the first time in the Premier League history. So I'm going for a 1-0 win for Forest. So come on, Forest. do me a favour. Then, of course, we've got Sheffield United under a new manager, Chris Wilder. After Sheffield United lost 5-0 to Burnley and sacked Hinklebottom. Liverpool playing well this season. Are thereabouts? Graham Souness said on TalkSport yesterday that he thinks Liverpool will win the league. Now, I know I always said Tottenham will win the league. I always think Tottenham will always win everything. But I think Tottenham are well within a Champions League fight. They'll be well within top 4. Well, let me know in the chat or in the comments. Do you think Liverpool are the main challengers to Manchester City? I think they are. I think Arsenal will fall away. I think Arsenal will explode some point of the season. I think Liverpool might be thereabouts. Of course, Sheffield United rock bottom of the Premier League, 1 win out of 20. 1 win all season. Then you got Liverpool second in the league, only 1 defeat in the last, and 1 defeat, 9 wins and 4 draws. And look, I just think it'll be a Liverpool win, but you never know. New manager, bounce with Sheffield United, get something. Premier League's a funny old game. We've got Aston Villa versus Man City. Look, 8:15 kickoff, of course, at Villa Park. They've played 46 times. Villa have only won 7 times against Man City's 29. Only 5 at home, 2 away. Man City have an amazing record against Aston Villa. 19 wins at home, 10 away. The third in the league, 2 defeats, 3 draws so far this season. Aston Villa are just above Tottenham. And so we really need Man City to do us a favour here. I think a draw. I'll go for a draw. I really think. I don't want Man City or Villa to win. So probably a boring 0-0 draw, and also Haaland falling over and making an ass of himself because he made a tit of himself on Sunday, and they have also been charged. Man City, I think players have been charged as well. So there you go. And then, of course, we've got Manchester United, Chelsea. The game we're covering tomorrow night as well here on THFC to win conjunction of Full-Time Sports Network. We've got the big one, Manchester United against Chelsea, 8:15 kickoff at Old Trafford. 62 times they played each other in the Premier League with 26 draws. Exactly 18 wins each, 12 draws home each, 6 away. You cannot separate these teams with a fag paper. You cannot separate them. And of course, United are 7th in the league. Chelsea are 10th, having a really bad season. United are yet to get a draw this season, which is really shocking. But look, I'm actually going for a United win here. I think United will get the win at home. But if they lose this, if they don't win and they don't play with any sort of passion, the pressure will be under Ten Hag, will be under immense pressure. Look, again, I think it's the players. I think it's the players that should take responsibility. I don't think it's all Ten Hag's fault. But we'll have to wait and see how long will the Glazers give them. And with Jim Ratcliffe coming in, how long does Jim Ratcliffe give them? But who do you bring in? That is the question. And of course, on Thursday, on the 7th of December, we've got Everton at home. Everton at home to Newcastle. 7:30 kickoff at Goodison Park. Look, Everton in the relegation zone should get out of it quite easily. Newcastle are having a good season. Newcastle are no easy team. They are a tough team to beat. So look, sorry all your Everton fans that probably watching, or if you are an Everton fan, I'm going for a Newcastle win. And of course, we have the big one. We have Tottenham against Barney the Dinosaurs, Bobby blowing weaklings from West London. Eat your bobble and squeak. That's all they'll be doing. According to West Ham, this is the biggest game for them of the season. We couldn't care less. West Ham are just nothing to us. West Ham are just look down or high, wave at them because they're just nothing. They won a tin top European trophy last year. Wow, we've won more than them. But anyway, it is a 8:15 kickoff at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We've played in 54 times, 11 draws. Spurs edge it 26 wins to 17. 15 at home, 11 away, 12 at home for West Ham, and 5 away for West Ham. Of course, we're 5th in the league. West Ham are 9th. We've got 8 wins, 3 draws, and 3 defeats to West Ham, 6 wins, 3 draws, and 5 defeats. And look, I think it's a win for Spurs. I think we're going to win this, and we're going to get back on the winning track. Now, just a little bit of thing as well, a little bit of a little bit of stats for you, but it's now the stats center, and I love these little stats here. These are Haaland is the leading goal scorer in the 23-24 season for the race of the Golden Boot with 14 goals, Salah on 10, and Sonny's on 9. So there are the three players, top three for the Golden Boot. Now, the best of players is Neto for Wolves on 7, Trippier for Newcastle on 7, Salah 6, and the James Maddison was there for 5 for Spurs, but he's joint 5th, but I think he'll get above that table as when he comes back. Now, passes, Lewis Dunk for Brighton, who I love at Tottenham, by the way, 1,243, and then no Tottenham player in the top 10 for passes. Wow, I was shocked at that. And of course, clean sheets, of course, for Sam Johnson for Crystal Palace, number 5. I God knows why the Man United keeper's up there for 5. He lets more in than anything. I'm shocked he was actually joined first with Nick Pope, to be fair. No offense, Colin. I was absolutely gobsmacked to find he was with 5 clean sheets. I just don't know how. And of course, you look down there, and there is Vicario, 4 clean sheets all season. Raya with 4 as well, so we joint 4th. Come on, Vicario, get another one, get above Raya. And of course, Brian Leno and Jordan Pickford with 3 clean sheets all season for Everton. Most club scores, Manchester City with 36 goals, Tottenham in 7th with 28 goals this season, so Man City are winning that. Most tackles, Spurs are 2nd with 276 tackles, with Palace and Everton. Well, Palace as well, 276, and Palace at the top with 277 tackles. So Spurs doing well in that. And also for wins, Tottenham are 5th, joint 3rd with 8 wins. Arsenal, of course, ahead with 10. Villa with 9. Liverpool with 9. Man City with 9. Then Man United, Newcastle, Tottenham at 8th. Brighton, West Ham with 6 respectively. Brentford with only 5 wins in the 23-24 season. Most clubs is with a defeat. Of course, Burnley leads that with Sheffield United with 11 each. Luton with 9. They're the top 3. Then you've got Brighton, Everton, Fulham, Forest, Wolves all on 7. Palace and Man United on 6. And of course, this was the team of the week. Alan Shearer's team of the week for last season. Manager is Ange Postecoglou, not a Spurs player in sight. I think that's disgusting. I am absolutely furious. Alan Shearer knows nothing about football. What's he know? Absolutely jack all. And he doesn't pick one Spurs player. I mean, do you agree with that, by the way? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments. Do you agree with Alan Shearer's team of the week? Because I certainly don't agree with it. I think he knows nothing. What's he know? He's only a Newcastle fan. Only Newcastle legend. But what's he know about football? Absolutely nothing. He's picked 3 Newcastle players. I think that's a bit biased. 4, actually. You think that's a little bit biased. Absolutely biased. But yeah, Ollie Watkins. I think Ollie Watkins should have been in there, to be fair. Don't know why Ollie Watkins is in there. Yeah, exactly, Carl. I'll bring you coming up in a minute. What a surprise. What an absolute surprise. Well, let's see what you guys think. And let's see. Now, we'll go back here. Right. We've got Carl saying 2-1 to Luton. That's it. Good, Carl. We've got Boris. I think Arsenal will fall off as usual. Yeah, I think they will, Boris. I think they certainly will. Carl Simpson, Brent. These are his match predictions for some of the games. We've got Brighton 1, Brentford 3, Palace 2, Bournemouth 1, Fulham 3, Forest 2. That is actually a good scoreline, actually, Carl. And Sheffield United 2, Liverpool 1. Interesting. We've got Mick Dundee. Big up Mick from down under. He says Pool to win 4-0. And he says Villa 2-all. Oh, that's interesting. We've got Matthew as well. I hate Ten Hag to the core. He destroyed the career of my favourite player, my goat, when he was saying the truth to everyone. Look, I would love Colum's thoughts on that, actually, on the whole Ronaldo thing. I will actually tie Colum down to that. And I tell you what, Matthew, for a little Christmas, little pleasure, I will actually do a bit of a pre-record with Colum on the Man United and Ronaldo thing and get where he stands on it. So watch for that as well, Matthew. So we'll have that for you for a little Christmas pleasure for you. We've got Chris saying Wolves 1, Wolves 2, Burnley 1. We've got Villa 2, Man City 2. I'm going for a draw as well. I think you're right in that. United 1, Chelsea 2, and Ten Hag gets sacked. I was speaking to Colum, Carl, and I was actually saying, when do you think it will happen? I mean, it could break at any time. I'm just waiting for the information. We've got Chris saying Luton 1, Arsenal 1 course. Luton are going to win tonight. Who they're playing? Some crap team, South London, who should have stayed in South London. We've got Brighton 3, Brentford 2. We've got Chris going for 2-2, Palace Bournemouth. Wow. We've got Fulham 2, Nottingham Forest 1. Do you know what? I think that game's going to be tighter than a lot of people think it is. Forest are not a bad side. I don't think Forest will go down this season. Really don't. We've got Carl saying Spurs 3, West Ham 1. That's it, Carl. Get in there. We've got Chris saying Sheffield United 1, Liverpool 1. We've got Matthew going for 3-1 to Chelsea. Wow. We've got Carl saying Everton 1, Newcastle 0. That's a shock. We've got Chris saying Villa 3, Manchester City 2. Chris also going for 2-2 draw, United Chelsea. We've got Matthew going Everton 1, Newcastle 4. Wow. Everton 2-1. Chris is going for 2-1 win against Newcastle. We've got Chris saying Tottenham 1, West Ham 1. That result would suit you actually more than it would suit us. 3-2 for Tottenham. Big up Matthew. We've got Mick Dundee saying 3-1 Tottenham 3. West Ham 1, Coys. Big up Mick Dundee. That's what we want to hear. We've got Chris Washington. I would say 4-0 to Liverpool. Now they've changed manager and we're struggling away. Newly promoted teams recently. You have. And Carl saying Dermot is going to give us the stats because he is the stats man. I like these little bits of stats, by the way. I love giving you the bits and pieces of the stats and how things are doing. I find it really interesting. I love all that sort of thing. Bit of a nerd for that, to be fair. And then we've got Carl Simpson saying 4 Newcastle players. What players? Alan, what a surprise. Yeah. I would love to get Alan Shearer on this channel, right? Him or Michael Richards. I think that would be brilliant, the pair of them. So big up, Carl. But let me know in the comments. Put your Premier League predictions in the comments. I will put them all onto a PDF, and when we do the Premier League roundup, we will see how many people have got predictions right. So let me know. Put them in the comments. I'll put them onto PDFs, onto separate PDFs, and we'll go through it. So let us know what you think. I'll do mine as well. And then we've got we've got David Clark. Big up, Mr. Clark. Hope you're doing well. How is Leicester? Are you cold, sunny? Let us know what it's like. And he's going for Sheffield United 1, Liverpool 7. Could happen. Could happen, David. Could happen. And Wider has rivalry with Klopp too. He does. He certainly does. Now, guys, just one more bit of news. And it's about Eric Dyer. Eric Dyer sustains new injury. He probably fell over his flat cap. And it says Dyer felt some discomfort following training before Sunday's encounter, meaning that he was ruled out of the away trip and not rest so he could make his mystery problem worse. Now, put in the comments, right, and clean. Carl, I'm looking at you, wherever you are. Where are you? Where are you, Mr. Simpson? Where are you? There, you. Keep it clean. I'm warning you. I don't want to put you on the suspension. Keep it clean, Carl. Put in the comments, what do you think Eric Dyer's mystery injury is? All right. And the funny one, we'll bring it up in the next show tomorrow. We'll bring up the funniest comment. We've got Carl saying Wolves 2, Burnley 2. We've got Matthew saying, hey, thank you, man. No problem. I actually speak to Colin after this and see, can I sort this out in the next couple of days for you, man? We've got Sheffield United doing that one. We've got David Clark 4-2. That's it, David. Good man yourself. Good man yourself. Spurs 2, West Ham. Spurs 4, West Ham 2. That's the man. That's how we come. Come on. Come on. And we've got Matthew Dermot. Come to India sometime. Yeah, I will. I see if my missus will come with me to India for a holiday. I'm sure she would love that. Go and see the Taj Mahal and all that. Yeah, she's nodding. So it looks like, looks like we'll be all coming we'll all come to India and see you, Matthew, as THFC Till I Die does its world tour. Philip is already doing our world tour around America at the moment. He's been sent out there to get sponsorship. I don't think he's done very well, apart from nearly getting nabbed by the Colombian police for robbing Jaffa cakes. But I think he's safely in Miami now. So we've got big up Matthew. And then we've got Carl saying Eric Dyer got injured on Football Manager and he thought it counted in real life. Yeah, that is so true. And David Clark as well. I heard that he had a diarrhea. Oh, these are going to be funny. Put them in the comment, guys. Put these in the comments. And I will, when I do tomorrow's show, I will tell you, I will pick out the one. But listen, that's all for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Big up to Nathan as well for the super chat. Really does help. But if you're on your way out, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscription button as well. Please pick up your memberships as well. They'll start at $1.99. They do help us grow. And also, hit the notification bell for more shows coming up. We've got a few pre-records. We've got my pre-game thoughts for Tottenham West Ham. We've got the watch along tonight, of course, for Luton against Arsenal. We've also got Dermatron's look back in time when I go back through the years, roll back the years as Tottenham versus West Ham. And also we will do the watch along for that. We're doing the watch along tomorrow for Manchester United, Chelsea as well. We've got loads coming up on the channel. And then we will have the Premier League review. Now, the Premier League review preview is going to be on every Friday now. Every Friday evening before or Thursday before the Premier League weekend starts. We're doing this new podcast called the Premier League Preview. And also it will conjunction with the Premier League post-match show as well, where we'll go over the whole Premier League results of the weekend, me and Philip. And also next week, there'll be no roundtable discussion this Thursday because of the game on Thursday. But don't worry, guys, it will be back next Thursday at the same time at 9 o'clock. We will be back for that. Yeah, so let us know what you're saying. We've got Carl saying Dyer was parked outside the United training ground. He heard they take rubbish. Yep, that's so true. And Carl Simpson, late night dermo, anything goes. They may return over Christmas. That may return over Christmas. You never know, Carl. But thank you so much indeed for watching. Please hit the like button. Do all the normal business on the way out. And please pick up your memberships. And as well, it does help us grow. Whatever you do, back tonight at 8:30, of course, in conjunction with the Armory and Full-Time Sports Network and Thfc Till I Die. Come on, Luton. Let's beat them Gunners.
To bring together a group of remarkable people.
To see if we could become something more.